assess the defendant's punishment at imprisonment in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for a term of 15 years and a fine of $10,000.
Breaking news as we go on the air and join you at 10 o'clock. In the last half hour, jurors in the Roy Oliver trial handed down their punishment. You just heard the judge reading for the former Balk Springs police officer Roy Oliver. 15 years, the sentence that begins as he was led from the courtroom just a few minutes ago. Oliver, of course, killed 15-year-old Jordan Edwards April of 2017. Steve Pickett has been in the courtroom daily. He is live with the jury's final decision tonight. Steve?
No. Absolutely.
And we are listening right now to family members live here. They have been responding to questions after hearing this sentencing from this jury, this 15 years. Let's turn to my right, your left, camera-wise, and get a response from Charmaine Edwards.
30 or more.
She is talking about what she expected in terms of a sentence. As you heard earlier, 15 years. She obviously wanted for more today. This family, in answering, this family right now, as you know, has been struggling with this for well over the past year. Their 15-year-old son, Jordan Edwards, killed by that former Balk Springs police officer, Roy Oliver. It took this jury and the sentencing phase several hours today to ascertain between 5 to 99 years in prison. This jury comes back today, 15 years for this former officer and a $10,000 fine. It was earlier today, you heard from family members from Roy Oliver on both sides of this argument. His mother today asking for leniency, essentially saying that he has a family and a son of his own. It was a sister, a half-sister, who came to this courtroom today to say that he should receive the max. Again, we're talking about a former police officer, Doug, who responded to an incident in Balk Springs, took out an AR-15 and fired on a car. He was found guilty yesterday, and now you have this sentencing for him, this family now responding to it. I know you have a couple of questions. I just want to peek back in to hear some of their responses here. Doug?
Yeah, Steve, at the same time, let me ask you this, because we were all watching yesterday when Roy Oliver stood as the murder verdict was handed down. Zero emotion, zero response that we could see, and I don't know if you saw anything different in court, but with the sentence that was handed down this evening, one would think, based on what he was possibly facing, was there any sign of relief whatsoever on his face when the sentence was handed down?
I was standing just a few feet from him. I did not see any indication of any kind of emotional response one way or the other. I can tell you it was earlier today, however, when his mother was testifying that we saw, talking with his legal counsel, members from his legal counsel, that he was crying then based on the response from his mother. But hearing this sentencing for him today, no real response, the same as yesterday when he got that conviction from this jury. We did not see any indication of a response one way or the other for the now convicted murderer named Roy Oliver. Doug?
Yeah, and in the last 24 hours, it's interesting you mentioned that juxtaposition between two mothers involved in this trial, that of Charmaine Edwards, the mom of the victim, obviously, and who you just spoke about, Roy Oliver's mom, speaking in defense of her own son in court today, much to her dismay, obviously. He will be going to prison 15 years. Steve Pickett, I'm going to let you talk to folks in the courtroom. Thank you so very much. We did hear from Faith Johnson, Dallas County DA. Let's listen into what she had to say. She was part of this trial.
Keep in mind, we love our police. We trust them. We know that they are committed to making certain that the people of Dallas County, the people are safe, secured. So we love them. We support the police. However, we do not support bad apples. And we want to say to people like a Roy Oliver, if you go out and you murder anybody, we're committed to making certain that we prosecute people like that.
Faith Johnson, just a couple of minutes ago, Dallas County District Attorney right outside the courtroom. Now let's hear a little bit from family members as they exited the courtroom just a few minutes ago.
We believe that little boys and little girls are going to be able to go to teenage parties and feel like if they're in danger, they can go to police officers and not run away from police officers.
Let's go to Oliver's defense team now, speaking live at the podium. Let's listen in.
Marianne. Thank you. How did that?
Deadly force option. It's a tragedy for both the officer and for the family of the decedent involved. We have two families that have been deeply affected by this tragedy. We heard from both of them in the courtroom today. We saw a lot of pain. This jury worked hard in resolving those issues, and they have reached their verdict. We are in the process of taking this case up on appeal. We have already begun that process, and we expect to take that process to its conclusion.
Can you briefly describe what that entails specifically?
The appeals process?
Yeah.
Well, this evening we gave notice of appeal. We want to appeal the jury's verdict at both the guilt, innocence, and punishment phases of the trial. We believe that there are some errors made during the trial that are significant errors and need to be explored on appeal.
So there, we're listening into Roy Oliver's defense team and making very clear, and no great surprise, but there will be appeals, but he is dictating that there'll be appeals not only from the guilty verdict, he believes errors made during the trial, but also maybe something coming from the sentencing phase as well. Time will tell on that. Process will play out. So the defense team has spoken, the family has spoken. We've heard from all sides this evening, but again, Roy Oliver convicted just about 25 minutes ago now, 15 years on the murder conviction that he received yesterday, 15 years in Texas state prison system. Much more reaction online all across our social media channels on CBS DFW as well.